Hello, collective. How y'all doing today? This is divinely guided, chosen source seed spiritually. I wanted to give some information about what the title of spiritually. It is a definition here. It is a way that relates to affects the human spirit or soul as opposed to material or physical things. They are connected spiritually through a sense of purpose. Okay. Give another information about spirituality. Involves in recognition, a feeling of sense of belief that are that are there is something greater than myself, something more to being human, the sensor experience, and the greater of whole of which we are part is the cosmic or divine in nature. Okay, that's some good information. We are all together as a collective, as a cosmic and divine uh, in tune. Okay. Um, I had a word today, and it's like a meditation. And also, I had pulled some cards, some inspiring meditation things. And one of the words, it is an author. I always inspire different type of cards. It's she was, and there it is. It is different things, and it says the limits of the possibility can only be defined by going beyond them into the impossible. Okay, inspired. Okay, and it's about a woman now. It's the woman. The woman must not accept, she must challenge. So when you have this information, meditation cards to uplift you when you're going through something, I have another card that says, I dwell in possibility. It's always positivity, even though we have negativity. Okay, does that make sense? We have a soul, and that we also have, I would call it, let's see, hmm, let's see, as a spirit and a soul, we have a positive, negative. Okay, your spirit is a positive, and soul is a physical part, if that makes sense. So on this day, it was all about the heart. I pulled some more cards here, my deck, my mystery, things I wrote down. It says, open your heart. Okay? You know, it's really hard when love is unconditional love, when you're going through negative or different things around. It says love, commitment, and it says faith, and believe on the Most High. I believe in the Most High because He's the author, okay, of all cosmic, of that anything to do with divine in nature. And that is the Most High. That's the highest can be. Now, I have here, it says 833, it says success. Okay, let's go on 833. Let's see what that means here. It says the spiritual significance of 833 angel number is profound. It signifies that you are being supported and guided by the divine realm. Your angels are urging you to trust in the guidance, to have faith in the path that you're on. Okay, now you are on. Now let me go ahead and talk about this. 3 and 5. 3 and 5 to experience of things that you didn't understand because at a point in time, going through this whole change of different shifting and different realities and dimensions. And when I say that, people's like, I don't understand that. This the part where do your work. When you don't understand it and you reading it, then you have to believe faith works. Okay? Now you can't make nobody to read or listen to what you're saying. You have a choice. But if you're here divine, here to speak what was given and given out here, then I'll have a purpose here. But if someone wants to stop your purpose because they don't want you to be shown out here, for what reasons? Let's about this. I, okay. I heard Ralph Smart. He said about the 3 and 5D. It's been split, and it was about family and friends. And family friends is either if you're doing something purpose in your life, it's been here driven to do something in your spiritual journey. That means someone is wants to come against it or not even us to come together. That means somebody is not connecting in your friends and family. Either they're not trying to help you or to help you do whatever your purpose is. And if they're not helping you in your purpose, then somehow you have to set apart things and move on your way because some things has been shifted high and some have not. That means not mean that the other people whoever's in three or however is not able. It's just the time that you have to do your part and you're working. And you have some people I've noticed at a point in time a couple years ago about identification. Sometimes people at a point in time they was doing all the bitcoins and different things, and people was doing all type of identity and using all kinds of things. At a point in time, people are using that of your identity and using words and names and be able to use your name in order to put them in the predicament. So you have a war between 3 and 5. That's like it's a fight from 3 and 5. It's a war. So here's the war between this because of things of your what you put in this life and it's recorded from a long time ago. So we have a time to change your life. It's about to change. And you're gonna be changed. It's like programming. It's like the Matrix. It's the whole. If you do the whole volume of Matrix, if you, it's so many different type of series of it. It's about the Matrix. Okay, it's the red and blue pill. Okay, you have a choice. But when you have to fight in between friends and family, then somebody may have lift up a little bit notches than other people, but that don't mean to belittle them little or put them small or saying negative. It's just some things is people cannot receive that you're the one that was lifted, and they was like, why? I did my part, not to put nobody bad or negative effect, but sometimes you have to war, and if we're on war, then might as well battle because that's what it is. It's like chop, chop, chop. You know, like I said earlier, a couple videos about medieval, how it was at a point in time. It has to do with illness or disease or people that was going through the mental issues because it was a time of dark times. And it means it was a lot of things, it was negative thoughts all around. For what reason? I say, all I can say is that I'm very thankful and humble. But if anybody was going to listen to what I'm doing, it's the part of listening and do the part, not to come tell me what I'm not supposed to do. The part of it is, can you receive anything that's been given? But sometimes, it's like I said, or you be able to be taught. Okay, I'm just wanting to be what was gifted to me. And I just, some things I'm like, I have a gift and things to be given out, not to be sitting up her stall because someone ever think that I'm very little. I am very, very loving and unconditional love. Sometimes will trip over my feet to help somebody. Some things happened to me in my life and I had to figure it out. There's a little depression here, like different things, what they call a dark of soul, because it's what it is. It's trying to understand what's going on with your environment. That means yourself and others. But you're supposed to forgive yourself because things you don't know. Some things you may say, some things that was not good behind the scene, but you didn't know what you was going through. So you have to apologize for the people you said behind the doors because you don't understand. You think somebody else is doing it, but you don't know what's really going on. You have to forgive yourself and other people. If you can forgive yourself and others, then the other people that got the problem with you, they should be able to forgive you so you can go on and they can go on too. Because it's all about forgiving. And if you can't do that, and anything with Most High doing, it's about His heart. And if you can't change something, you're going to be still in this thing stuck in a rut. You have to forgive them. Even the ones that's trying to harm you. You have to let them go. And then at a point in time that a person will say, okay, this ain't working. They constantly doing over and over again. Then they ain't like, ain't they tired yet? They'll get tired sometime. They'll get tired. Because the purpose is you took all that time trying to go against one person when you should have been changing your life so you can be able to go up too. See, I tell you as a person, I just went through something. I don't know all the answers. I still don't. I didn't even know anything. I read it, but I was like, oh, you got to believe and have faith that it really works. But this is all it is. It's about something new. We all don't know. We just going. Just keep moving. But as far as a war coming against another woman or against a man about there's purpose of giving them meditations and things of numbers and things that's been given, that has nothing to do with me. I say go talk to the Most High. For me, to know that all the collective we're good here, we're gonna be able to lift ourselves up, to change our life, be able to do something new. That's all is here, and to be thankful that you're here for. I'm so thankful my eyes are open. Because of a lot of illuminating on the moon. The moon was here and the sun was here. I was like two things here. It's letting me know it's the sun here is to show the sun how the strength that you are, and that illuminating of a moon, it has something to do as a person, as to be seen out here in the world. And we all have the same we have the same thing to be seen out here. Not to be hiding behind the doors because somebody said they don't feel like you should be taught. You're not to be teach. You're not able to teach or say anything because the way you're saying nobody can't understand it. Unique, gift, and different. Not to be black and white. Being as a suit. Just be yourself and love yourself. And the purpose is love yourself first and more than anybody. Don't allow nobody to come against whatever your purpose of the Most High gave. Okay? It doesn't matter what it is. It's free. When it's free, it's say free indeed. Deed is a will contract, and deed is a book gave as far as insurance, anything that has to do with commerce. That means manifestation, manifestation, meaning that it has to do with gifts and knowledge and be able to create and no weapon form. You're able to. Okay? Now I have something in here. It has something the day of the battle. The battle. And it has some things in here. It has some peculiar things about expression. And it says, so must fight for themselves for the word go. And it says right here, it has to do with people are privileged and disadvantaged. But from whatever state they come, they are convinced of their ability to overcome obstacles in order to emerge individuals in their own right. Before they can battle with the world, those born on this day must battle themselves to shape and to mold themselves in a desired form. That kind of reminds me about how he can mold you and to shape you and change you. Now they say when spiritually it has to do with the whole of the collective. If I say collective, that'll be other things that has to spiritually, and it has to do with spirit and soul. So now that we're changing things differently than it was before, so it's new. So we kind of fighting against our own self with our own mind because we're so used to doing certain things that now is different. So we're kind of fighting against our own self. It's like the mind. It's the battle of the mind. I'm just giving out some little things that I have been trying to deal with my conscious, subconscious, and conscious. Subconscious has to do with dark, and conscious is light. Is to be understanding and have patience for myself and give it to others. See, now I got a strangle in my throat, and either somebody trying to stop my throat. Okay, I did have my tea today. And somebody trying to come against your communication, okay? Because either they know about your gifts or they either want to replace yourself and put themselves in a position. That's just this fight. So now I figured out at the end of the spiritual warfare has to do with 3 and 5. I didn't even know. I'm like, we never know how it's going to be. I didn't know that we had to fight against each other because of spiritual gifts that everybody's been given. Deal what you have and do the best thing you can. Okay. Now we have here, I have another card here. It says spiritual awaken, enlightenment, encourage, and seek and expand consciousness. Okay. I think we need to look at our own self before we start judging other people. Look at your own self and what you see in front of your own front door. Okay. And then I have Archangel Raphael is the angel of healing, who is the friend list in the merest of, it's the merriest of all the angels. Okay, so this is cosmic divine order. Okay, now talking about the cosmic star seed, degrees, and everything that the Most High He made it. Okay, then I have here is keep an eye out for 444. These are manifestation numbers here: 444, 666, 888, and 808. And when you see certain angel numbers for wealth, it's about wealth, and you can trust that good things are on the way. These are particular numbers that are tuned and in finances and signifying that wealth is at your doorstep. Keep out. It said keep out was like keep an eye out. So it's saying keep an eye out. Me be looking for. Somebody's gonna get everyone, masculine or feminine, is about to get their particular finances are in tune, meaning it's a doorstep. The door is coming through the door. The door means it's opening and giving out finances and manifestation, meaning somebody's gonna get getting paid. Some type of wealth is coming to your home, and that's for feminine and masculine. So be looking for that. Also, I have another card here. It says planning. So it has something. Get yourself together and start planning on what is coming to you. Your abundance and your wealth is coming to your house. And it's coming. So be looking out for it. Right now, we have text coming in here. We have different things that may be the time of your, I call it solar return. And that means it's your time. It's your time. Nobody can come against it, even though they may form. But you have to fight for everything you have. That means from your opening your mouth to do stand from other people that come against you. It's a war. War is with yourself and also with others. Now understand to be forgiving yourself and other people. And this is what we're here for of this 3-split-5. Um, Ralph Smart is very in tune. I've watched him over about 12 years. And I kind of go back and forth. I have been through a lot. Um, Sometimes you have to fight for what you believe in and encourage other people in this world. Some people don't like what you're saying. They don't like because if you come from the church and you're like, okay, and why would church or any other religious will come against to being conscious? I don't know. That's not my job. My job is to do what I'm supposed to do. Sometimes I say the Most High, He don't need no help. He does His job, what He needs to do. Everything He did was manifested and was perfect. For me, I do the best I can. I don't always know the answers, but I try to give out to every collective of masculine or feminine to understand the connection of the 3 and 5. I'm still learning. I'm here to encourage what the things that we're going in the dark soul. It's a lot of movies that they have. Still, the understanding how can you feel about what you're going through of a change. It's not easy, but you have to understand that it has to be something that's for you, right? That is supposed to make you a good person and fighting to sometimes you'll fight. It's like a battle. And when you're like, what they call it, wilding out, and when you're out of line, you start acting out because you're not understanding what is the new or programming that's been placed on you. You don't understand. So you have to figure it out. It's like peace. I say if I have peace, I got everything. Things is always wealth and manifestations and abundance. We would like to have that. But if it caused so much problems with what's given to you, what would you do? Still fight for the money or abundance or your peace? What is best for you? I think anything else I wanted to say, I'm not going to do long on here, do a part-time. I'm going to put something on TikTok, give some more information. And today was just giving out information about what's the definition of spiritual, what it's for and what it's about. It's about cosmic and divine order. That's all it is. And that has to do with heavens and earth. And that is spiritually. I decided to change my name instead of 777, and then I said that I would like to do more spiritually, more of different things with Arthur, encourage each other about family and friends. sometimes you can have to love people from a long distance. If you can't get along with people, if you can't have family to encourage you or to help you in your spiritual journey, then sometimes you have to let them go and move on. It's hard to find. What I've noticed, I've changed, and some of my family, they don't like the change, and friends and around the community, but it's kind of like a walking in a journey by yourself, but you have somebody covered over you. But you have to understand that you have to believe within yourself. This is the hardest thing I ever went through in my whole life. And I don't know how to explain it, but just to give out how I feel. But I believe if you have faith and you believe in yourself, you'll have anything. And that's all I'm going to give today. A little bit small part. I can talk because I can speak and I can talk. But today it is about resistance, and it says right here that which offers no resistance can be harder to push. That has to do resistance. Resistance has to do with something that is I say is to really it has to do with refusal, and so it has to do with a choice. So a choice is like of resistant is like refusing of accept or comply with something to attempt to prevent something by an action or argument. Just like I said about the resistance about 3 and 5. I believe that it's a war, spiritual warfare. And with that, it has a meditation here. It says she put up a resistance to being led away, but it says the ability not to be affected by something, especially adversely. That's like adversary. That's like some of us have a lower resistance of cold than others. That has to do with the heart. Now we had a picture here that's about the heart. Some people have a unconditional love, and some have a cold heart. And it has here about a cold heart snake. It says he's a cold hearted snake. Look into his eyes. Oh, he's been telling lies. He's a lover boy at play, but he don't play by the rules. Oh no, girl, don't play with that fool. No, he said don't mess with him. Don't mess with Texas. LOL, that's so funny. But anyway, sometimes you can't get along with people. Some people are cold. It says cold have to do with ruthless. It has some merciless, petless, or heartless, and remorseless, and it has to do with stony and brutal, unfeeling, unloving, uncaring, and unsympathetic, and unemotional, unfriendly. So with 3 and 5, it's a spiritual warfare battle. Like I say, that anybody can change. The wheel keep turning. The world keep turning around. We may not move, but the world keep moving. The earth keep moving. Everything's keep moving. Until you learn how to uh, learn how to understand of this different new programming. It's like I'm still trying to learn and trying to understand and have peace with it. I kind of think it's the heartbeat, and if you change your life, and your heart will change. That's all I'm gonna say today. Peace and blessings. You have a wonderful weekend. Bye bye.